go, buddy. Get out of here before I catch you again. What's up, guys? It's Jay here from Life Outdoors. It's November 23rd, 2017. It's pretty cold, as you can see, but not so bad for November. You know, there's no snow on the ground. My birthday's in 4 days. You know, I turned 27 on the 27th. I decided I was gonna come fishing today and explore a new spot. So I'm here in Saint-Bruno de Montarville in Quebec. I discovered a little body of water that I'm going to go explore. Definitely got my little, well, not so little, but my black coffee in hand, keeping me warm. I'm quite certain I'm going the right way. Gonna have to check my GPS here in a minute. Oh yes, I see some water here. Definitely see some water here. Hopefully I can access it. We shall see. I don't know if I'm going on private property if I go there, but I'm gonna go and take a little look. People have clearly come down here. I'd like to see what we're working with here. Oh, got some animal tracks. You guys see that? There's a deer. A deer right across the way. It's a nice little doe. I don't want to spook her. Guys, I don't know if you can see that down there, but there's a buck also. There's a buck in the woods there. All kind of animal life going on right around here. Alright guys, so here's the spot I've been fishing for the past hour. No bites. It looks like an old quarry to me. The way those walls look down there. They're just like super steep. The water is actually very clear. It almost looks blue. The way the steep drop off just drops. I feel like this was an old quarry. But that's how it goes, man. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Cool little spot though. Happy I found it. Maybe in the summertime it'll be a lot better. But for now, I think it's just a little bit too cold, as you can see. It was nice I caught those bucks, though. Those deer, rather. The doe and the buck. Cool little welcoming to this spot. And I was able to hang out there for a while. It's like they didn't even care that I was there. Oh, check this big ass rock. Whoa. Look at that one though. It's a nice little spot, you know what I mean? I'd definitely come back here and fish it when the conditions are a little bit better. For now, that's all, folks. Next time I'm actually gonna head out to that little spit of land right there. Looks like it makes like a point in the water. And there's a lot of birds there. There's been birds there the whole time. I was just didn't really feel like exploring so far in this cold. Yeah, there's a lot of birds down there. So I would imagine that there's some fish around there. Anyway, no luck. No luck today. Hey, it's Life Outdoors here. Just came to a new spot. Second cast in the water. Got me a little pike. Keeping him in the water for now because I'm up here on this dock, and he was too heavy to swing up, right? He's too heavy to swing it up. So I'm gonna go down there and release him. Come on, little buddy. Get out of here before I catch you again. Hey, we got a fight here. I got a fish in the water. Fish number 2 for the day. I might be able to pump him up to the surface. Another pike. Bikes today? Wait, you the same guy? Okay, stop your jumping, buddy. Oh, inhaled it. Inhale the hook, buddy. Oh, there you go, buddy. There you go. Man, that boy inhaled it. Big pike, inhaled the lure. Sorry that took so long, bud. I'm not about to get no pike bite. So I'm casting out from down here now, but I'm not getting any bites. Every time I cast from up there, I get the bite and I have to jump back down here. So I'm playing this game of like up on the dock, down on the rocks. That last one inhaled it, inhaled the lure. That boy was hungry. 2 pike so far. Second one was better. Still jigging. This is what we're fishing. Little 4-inch Mr. Twister and 1/8 ounce jig. Nice and bright. It's overcast today, so I know them pike are seeing it. The wind just died down. Maybe I'll get a bite now. Last couple casts, the wind was blowing pretty strong. I think these pike are hip to my lure. I'm gonna give them something different in a second. Let's switch it up. It's my first switch of the day, believe it or not. This is my little tackle box here. Nothing crazy, you know. And I don't know what lure I'm going to use just yet, but I'll figure it out. Try my flicker minnow, size 9 flicker minnow, deep diving. This thing dives to I think 13 to 23 feet. I don't know the depth down there. I don't know if I'm gonna get snagged. Not entirely sure where I'm gonna go right now. You know what? I'm gonna put on a little lipless crankbait that I don't mind losing. This one right here. You know what I'm saying? Not entirely sure the diving depth either. When I bought these, it was from the Dollarama, believe it or not. I've caught fish on them before. Because they're from the Dollarama, they don't really give you a diving depth. It's really cheap, you know. You just buy the lure, it's in a plastic package, and there's not much description about it, except that it's a jerkbait or crankbait, or you know, the type of lure it is. So basically I have this, not entirely sure the diving depth, never really tested it. I don't have the means to do that, you know, like in a pool or anything. It looks like my thing might be slightly crooked, but it's all good. We're out here living life outdoors. Nothing's supposed to be perfect, you know. So I'm gonna attach this up, flick it in there. Right now I'm fishing near Senneville, Quebec. The wife had to run some errands at this side of town. I decided to come with her, and in the meantime, try to land me a fish or two or three. Looks like there's only pike out here though. Well, at the moment. It was fairly dark last night. The new moon just passed. So nights are fairly dark. So that night fishing is probably a no-go, which is why all these big fish are up fishing today, now that they could see. It's overcast. We'll see how this goes. So just to give you a close-up of the setup, right here. It's the lipless crankbait I'm using. Nothing fancy. I got it on the smallest snap swivel I could get away with. And because I'm switching out lure so often, you know, that's the lure I'm using. Again, I'm using the my Cast King. I only have one rod. It's the Cast King Ranger. Very pleased with this rod ever since I got it. This reel seat was giving me a problem, but now it's really tight. You know, it was just loosened up, and I needed to just tighten it up. And now it stays really tight. I have that paired up with the cheapest reel I could find. You know, it's a Shimano IX4000R. You know, a rear drag like that. Spooled on, well, you know, normally you just put a liter of, I don't know, a different type of line, but I got a whole lot of line. That's 10 pound to clear. 10 pound test line, mono. And behind that, which I'll probably never get to with the amount of 10 pound I spooled on, is 8 pound low vis green. I'm not even sure, the Stren, I believe. Stren 8 pound test mono. But I'll never get that far down in my reel. I was just missing a lot on my reel, and I didn't feel like, you know, this is a lazy spool, guys. My casts weren't going as far as they could because they were taking a longer time to come off of the spool, right? And so I fixed that up by adding some 10 pound. It's not ideal, but I'm catching fish on it, and the fish don't care. And so neither do I. So I'm gonna get back to this fishing. See what kind of beast we can get on the line. Personally, I don't think any crankbait is gonna work. But just for giggles, I'll put this little guy on. Let me put him down so you can see him.
price on that. So this is the one I'll be using for now. It's a little round bill. It's not really the greatest. And if that doesn't work, I mean, it doesn't look like they're gonna be hitting any poppers or anything like that. So when that fails, seeing that there's a lot of pike in here, I'll switch to that red spoon, and if not, maybe I'll go for some soft plastics to jig up again. But that's the plan, guys. Check in a bit. So no cast on the spoon, no cast on the crankbait. 2 catches so far, both landed on the jig with the Mr. Twister. That has a little bit of chartreuse on that. You can see it. That was by accident. It mixed with some lures in my tackle box, and the chemical reaction put some chartreuse on here. But it's cool. It's a little chartreuse accent right on the tip of the tail, so this tail flickers around with some chartreuse. Hey, they don't make it like that at Mr. Twister, so I had to do something myself, you know. I'm gonna go warm up in the vehicle, check what my battery is like on my phone, because that was dying. So charge that up, give a couple casts with the jig. I'm gonna go back to the jig, see if I can't land anything else before calling it a day here. So far so good, you know, I can't complain. It's been a better day than the rest of the week, let me tell you. So I'll check back in soon as I tie that jig on and I'm ready to cast. Peace. Sun decided to come out for a little bit. It's nice. Not a lot of sunny days left. Life outdoors. Alright guys, so that's it for me today at this spot. Caught a couple of fish, and by couple I legit mean a couple. Only 2 fish today, 2 pike. You know, that second one was a nice one. No more. Guess they got smart or you know, the water's changed or whatnot. But you know, it was a good day nonetheless. So I'm gonna take off and go rejoin my family, civilization. Hi yo, peace and love. That sunset's looking fantastic. Power baits have a really nice action in the water. It's crazy.
Passion.
nice thing about winter, is one of the nice things I like is the sunsets, man. We got some beautiful sunsets when it's winter. Check that behind me. Look at the color of the sky back there. That's fantastic. You know what I'm saying? It's like nothing beats being outside, being outdoors, you know, and getting a view like that with the water nice and still. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And a beautiful view of Montreal, the city of Montreal in the distance. You know, hard to see on the camera, but I tell you, it's beautiful. I'm gonna throw one more cast out on that Berkeley power bait. You know what I'm saying? It has a nice action and I like the way it looks, but the fish don't like it. So I'm gonna throw one more, you know what I'm saying? See if I can't get some. If not, I'm gonna switch to, I don't know, we'll see. A spoon, maybe. Hey. Basically, yeah, let me flip this around. Get some focus. Hopefully this is in focus. All right, so basically, I think what I'm gonna do for tonight, just because I'm coming in quickly, is make it the purpose of this particular fishing outing of 15 minutes to only use that power bait, soft plastic, and try to land a fish. I'm gonna keep my tackle box right there, you know what I'm saying? And I don't think I'm gonna switch it up. I'm just gonna relax here, you know? Later on in the week, I'll go out there and test out a couple more lures in the water. But for now, it's a power bait kind of day. Still no bites out here. Gonna call it a day soon. I've been switching up the retrieve on these fish. Going slow, going fast, jerky. You know, I'm doing hop, hop, pause. You know, on the jig head. Hop, hop, twitch, twitch. They're not hitting that. I did the steady, slow retrieve. They don't want to be biting on that either. I put my line in the water and left it there for a while, you know, not touched, you know, dead sticking. They're not biting that, but still, I'm not going to change out the lure. Yeah, it's getting dark, so I'm about to head out of here just now. That's where I'm fishing, guys, way down there in the distance. It's Montreal. Montreal. You look right there where the red light's blinking. That's the famous 5 roses. Tryin 5 roses. You know what I'm saying? City of Montreal over here. Sunset in the distance. Beautiful. Yeah, hopefully I'm in focus. I'm sorry if I'm not in these ones. It's getting dark and my camera doesn't have a screen, really. It's difficult, you know what I'm saying? It's trying times, you know, I'm making these videos. So I hope you guys appreciate it nonetheless. And I'll check back in if I catch a fish, you know what I'm saying? If I land something, you already know I'm on it.